Good afternoon. There's been yet another postponement in the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. The matter will resume in the High Court in Pretoria on the 22nd of this month. One of the lawyers for the accused has sought postponement in order to prepare for the case. SABC News senior reporter Chriselda Lewis is tracking that story. Let's go live to her now. A very good afternoon to you, Chriselda. Just give us more about what happened in court today.
Well, that's right, Nziga. You would recall yesterday that Advocate Zandile Mshololo, who is the representative for accused number 5, Sisisokuhle Ntuli, had argued basically that due to the fact that she had not received the state's documents on time, she needed a postponement to today. But when we got to court again today, she indicated she needed more time to basically go through the statements, to verify the contents of those statements that were provided by the state. There was much contention inside this court about a further delay, because you would recall that the Meyiwa family was hoping that after yesterday's postponement that the matter would get underway this morning and that there would not be any further delays in this particular matter. Let's take a listen to what the presiding judge had to say in handing down that postponement.
The court rules that it shall grant the request for a further postponement. There was a debate around days over which the further postponement should happen. The representative of accused number 5 states that because the witnesses to be consulted and the further particulars to be obtained have to be obtained from KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng, 5 days are needed. The state is not necessarily opposed to that. Advocate, therefore, by virtue of the mandate from his clients being accused number 1 to 4, is vehemently opposed to any prospects of a further postponement. The court, having considered all of that and having considered the constitutional rights of everyone to be put in a position to prepare a proper defense and an adequate defense, the court rules that it grants the request for further postponement. The court also, in a way, put the representative of accused number 5 to terms to say that this should be the last time that this case sees a postponement, and therefore this case is postponed. This case is postponed with the accused in custody to the 22nd of April 2022.
All right, so we're back at this court again on the 22nd of April. The Meyiwa family says they were hoping that the matter would get underway today. Of course, you'd know that they told us a bit earlier on this morning when we spoke to our sister program, The Agenda, indicating that they are hoping that this matter would begin because the family needs some closure. Let's take a listen to Senzo Meyiwa's cousin, Nomalanga Meyiwa, on what she says about the postponement. Let's take a listen.
We are hoping as a judge, not as number rights as a family, and we also have in there. Then we are hoping on 22 Umasbuya, there is something, and the judge promised this is the last application we accept. So we are hoping Umasbuya last so we finalize the next closure as a family, and we are want to evaluate the tax and send the special killing freely or the not the rights in period.
Nomalanga Meyiwa hoping this time again that the trial will get underway on the 22nd of April. The judge in this matter, presiding judge, lamenting that this is the final postponement that he is giving. You would recall, of course, that Senzo Meyiwa was killed in 2014 at the home of Kelly Khumalo's mother, that is an actress here in, a singer here in South Africa. And let's take a listen. Her lawyer, the attorney attorney Magdalene Munsami has been at court since these proceedings started. She's on a watching brief for her client and has indicated that at this particular point, Kelly Khumalo is basically collaborating or cooperating, if I may, with the National Prosecuting Authority. And as far as she's concerned, her client, Kelly Khumalo, is not a suspect in this matter. Let's take a listen to Magdalene Munsami. As far as you're concerned, your client, is your client a suspect in this matter?
Absolutely not. There's never been that point that has been reached. Our client has been cooperating with the National Prosecuting Authority on every occasion. And we have, as of last week, if I'm not mistaken, we meant to have consultation or meeting with the Advocate Beloy. And Advocate Beloy subsequently then said that he would request that for a later stage. He was busy with other witnesses. So there is no lack of cooperation at any point between my client, the NPA, or anyone else that is requiring us to cooperate for the purposes of the trial and for justice to reach its final conclusion.
And how is your client feeling? It's been almost 8 years now and this matter is finally going to trial. How is she feeling?
She's very positive. She's very positive. She's of good spirit. She's been looking forward to this, and it's now here, and we anticipate closure because there's a family involved. There's a child that has lost her dad, and this is important for the purposes of herself and for the purposes of moving forward.
Well, that the legal representative for Ms. Kelly Khumalo, of course, as I indicated, Senzo Meyiwa was killed at her mother's house in Vosloorus back in 2014. She indicating, as far as she is concerned, Kelly Khumalo is not a suspect in this particular matter. So all the suspects would remain in custody in Zinga. At this point, we're back on the 22nd of April.
Senior reporter Chriselda there giving us an update. Now we go to eThekwini Mayor